Hi there, this is Catherine Turner. I'm from 3Ps and I'm going to talk about the second edition of my book, which I first released in January and I've just updated, and the book is called Alcoholic to Alcohol Free. Now it's got quite a punchy title, but actually the book is for anybody who wants to reassess their relationship with alcohol. So if you have a feeling that maybe alcohol is holding you back in some way, maybe it's not letting you reach your potential, you have that inkling inside you and you want to think about whether or not you want to take a holiday from alcohol or just stop altogether or just moderate, is up to you. But the book it applies to the whole spectrum. So don't be put off by the title if you think, I'm not an alcoholic, or maybe in your mind you think maybe you are. But the point is, it's for anyone who wants to alter their relationship with alcohol. So I'm just going to read a chunk from the introduction, then talk about the main points of the book and why I think it would be helpful. So we'll start with the introduction. I've got the manuscript here. That's how hot off the press it is. Okay. It says, hello there, I'm Catherine. I'm a coach, personal trainer and hypnotherapist. I am also AF. I don't usually introduce myself as AF because it's like saying I'm gluten-free or Justin Bieber-free or hot pants-free. They are facts about our likes, but they don't say much about who we really are. I'm going to show you that through the advice, tools and hints in this book, your chances of becoming AF or a minimal drinker and maintaining that is more than possible. It is an 80% certainty. More about that statistic later. Why go down this road? Because you get your life back. Once you stop defining yourself in your head as a drinker, party girl, or just plain alcohol dependent, once you change that habit, you stop being a definition and start being a whole person. It's a big thing to change an alcohol habit, but once you do, other things become far more important. Whether you drink or not is no longer central. Being AF is as interesting an aspect of yourself as being a believer. It is just one of your characteristics, but what you do instead is far more interesting. Alcohol will come to define you if you let it. Being AF, you define yourself and leave alcohol behind. How great does that sound? It's all true and it's in your grasp. Read on. But that is down the path. I wrote this book to help you change your habit with alcohol and get healthier and happier in the first 6 months and then 6 months to a year. At the end of the first 6 months, being happy and healthy is far more than just being AF. Specifically in relation to alcohol, Alcohol Free in my book is a stop on the line but not a destination. The destination is to be the most you or I can be. Taking alcohol out or dialing it down does take the brakes off so you can reach your potential, but there is no personality state or type of being called AF. AF is not job done. You are you, whether you have chosen to obscure it behind alcohol or not. The congratulations come and the self-esteem is earned by being yourself. No alcohol, mirrors or curtains to hide behind. This book helps you meet your own reflection by taking out whole scale or minimising the personal detour that is alcohol. So buckle in for the ride. It is worth it. What's different from the first edition? Well, the tone of this book. I have rewritten a lot of it, particularly the nutrition section and this introduction. My 10 laws and the advice on morning rituals, nutrition and supplements is still in. So the change is mainly to the tone and the talk around the advice. You could say that I've lightened up and regained my sense of humour. I certainly hope so. I've also gained more insight into life beyond becoming AF, and it has confirmed for me how much better everything is without a drink in your hand or a hangover to contend with. That's the difference between the first edition written at a year sober and the second edition written at 18 months sober. All good then? Probably. I think the truth is that further into sober living and practicing what I preach, life has become lighter, no doubt about that, and being alcohol free is no longer such hard work. It's a habit, a lifestyle, it's simply I don't drink. What a massive, massive relief. I do have moments when I feel the rush of elation that I have done it, I don't drink. Do you want to be there? Can you taste it? Are you on the sober bus already? Do you need a bit of extra motivation or encouragement or help to overcome fear? This book will help you with getting your mindset straight and your toolbox of things to speed your success fully stocked. It will take you along the path so you feel the benefits as quickly as possible, and at the end of 6 months, you should feel so much better than just AF. It will encourage you on to going for a year AF, and I will be cheering you all the way. Okay, your goal may be not to drink, or maybe to dial down your relationship with alcohol to rebalance your life. You may want a whole-scale change or a breather. Whichever it is, the benefits I have found of being alcohol-free are wide-ranging and many. 1. Ability to function at all times of day. 2. Freedom from obsessing about what, where and when to drink. So we just turn the page. 3. Energy freed from obsessing. 4. Better health. 5. More interesting life. 6. Better relationships with my family. 7. Honest emotions. Honestly happy and unhappy and everything in between. And 7. More time to do interesting and enjoyable things. On the road to change, there are and were some negatives. I became and still am much more gobby. If gobby does not translate, it means that I put up with less, settle for less, demand more, and am irritated by much. Is that a bad thing? Well, I'm hoping that I will settle down a bit, but being difficult, I do not intend to apologise for. Alcohol dumbed me down and shut me up. I have asked more people around me. I am not low maintenance anymore. We have gone through some warfare because the people around me were happy with the way things were. Of course they were. I did it all. I asked little of them because alcohol was my friend. So I have dug in and renegotiated my relationships, sometimes in a mature manner, sometimes in a tantrum manner, but I'm getting the job done, and as a result, I feel that I matter more and I'm myself, warts and all. If you did not read the first edition, so are coming to this fresh, this book is a how-to guide to help you stay free of alcohol or on the alcohol moderate path using food and positive emotional practices. It is particularly aimed at the first 6 months, but you can read it in the run-up to change, or if you are longer on the path and are looking to tune up your emotional and physical health. Turn the page. I take this from the position of the coach or trainer because those are my skills. So you should definitely feel throughout the book that I am encouraging you, urging you on. You can do it. Go on. Try. This all sounds very hard work, but it is not. You get a toolbox of things to try which help you rebalance yourself as you change a major habit, alcohol. You can try it all, the spaghetti on the wall approach, throw every tool at being AF moderate, or see what sticks. You can be more strategic and choose a couple of my laws, there are 10 to choose from, and see what difference they make. If those don't feel right, choose a couple more and so on. There's no perfection, just go with something from the book and see if it makes sense and a positive difference. Also, don't expect perfection. I know that in the first 3 months I talk about this in the book. You may find that your diet is laughably unhealthy. Tubs of ice cream back to back, biscuits by the packet, Haribo in every pocket. The priority is to keep your commitment to change your relationship with alcohol, period. Everything else does not matter. I will encourage you to move towards controlling your sugar because it actually helps you becoming AF. I will talk in the nutrition section of this book about the stark research which shows a correlation between sugar and drinking and sugar and relapse. I will also talk about the importance of eating well to support your mood. You can be strategic with your food and it will directly affect your success in staying away from alcohol and feeling happy. If in the early months, if there is any capacity to make nutrition choices better, this book will help you. I have included the nutrition section because eating with recovery in mind does actually help you in your primary goal. The nutrition advice will make you feel better, calmer and more energetic. So whether it is the lack of alcohol or the good eating, you will get a faster upside to help you embed change. I explain the structure of the book below, but let me finish this intro with a story. I remember watching a documentary about happiness where the program makers had taken 3 people who all wanted to be happier and they gave them 6 months to try various ways recommended. The person who made the most impression on me was a woman in her 50s who never married as she had had an unwell mother. Her mother had died and now this woman had found herself alone and resenting all the years she had wasted. Anyway, of all the subjects, she did the best. She changed from a somewhat bitter woman into someone who radiated joy. It was amazing. This woman had not changed her circumstances. She was still in middle age, unmarried, childless and going through grief at the loss of her mother. But she had found happiness from revisioning her life, using various techniques like gratitude, connecting with people and experiencing new things. That is what I wanted for me and I want for you. We can't take time back or do anything differently about our circumstances. The only thing we can do is change our futures and the way we see things. The single biggest change we can make to your life to influence everything else is to take alcohol out or cut it right back. I am not overplaying this. Right, that's the end of the intro. So, I ended with probably the most important principle in my book in terms of being alcohol free, and that is the idea that you need to be clear that it is the single most important change that you can make to improve your life. And I am not trying to be sort of, very American and overplaying this, and I absolutely believe that. I danced around the issue probably for 5 years, and then in the months before I actually became alcohol free and was thinking about, what am I going to do new next year? I knew that actually, whatever I did, other things were really not that important. The single most important thing I could do was stop drinking. I remember reading an article with an interview with actress Jamie Lee Curtis, and she doesn't drink. And she was asked, what were the best decisions of her life? And she said the best decision she ever made was to stop drinking at 40. And I remember at the time I was drinking, thinking, that's interesting. But having all the other things that stop you changing, the worry about change, worry about how you would cope, etc., thinking that's probably right for her. But it took until I got to the stage where I knew it was right for me actually to change things. So for you, if you are thinking about the alcohol-free path, or you are on the alcohol-free path, maybe early days, keep that thought at the forefront of your mind. This is the single most important thing that will deliver the most bang for your buck in terms of change of any of your habits. Okay, so stay on that path. In terms of the book and how it will help you, as I've said in the book, and those of you who've seen my YouTube channel know, I'm a personal trainer. I do a lot around fitness and motivation and success. And the book is written as if I was coaching you. So the book is written with a series of strategies that you can use. There are 5 broad principles that you can read to start with, which give you an idea of what you need to do to be in the best frame of mind to alter habit. And then we go into there are 10 strategies you can use to help yourself succeed. And you can use all of them, as I said, a spaghetti on the wall type strategy, or use a few strategically. I've got quite a good nutrition section now. I expanded it substantially from the first edition because I had feedback that people wanted more science. And it was really interesting because as I started researching the nutrition section again and getting deeper into it, I came across amazing research about the link between sugar and drinking and sugar and relapse. And although I sort of got that there was a link, I didn't realise how direct there was a correlation between sugar, particularly sugar and relapse. And I talk in the book, and I'll do a video on this because it's really, I think, amazing motivation. That there is basically, if you manage your diet, if they take a group that manages their diet against a group that doesn't, both groups trying to become alcohol free. The ones who've managed their diet, 83% of those people will be alcohol free at the end of 6 months, as opposed to 35% odd of those who haven't managed their diet. So that's why it's really important. So that's the intro to my book. I'm really excited about the second edition. I think it's really positive, and I really hope it helps everyone. It helps you, do go ahead and have a look at the book. It's on Amazon now. I'll put a link beneath. There's also a link on the main Soberistas website. That's soberistas.com. Soberistas, I think. Soberistas.com. Anyway, the link will be in the notes below this. Do have a good read of the book. Give me feedback. You can do it either on below this video, or give me feedback via my Facebook page. The Facebook page of 3Ps is facebook.com/3Ps media. I'd really be helpful to hear what you think. I'm hoping it'll help lots of people. That's what I'm about, really trying to use my skills to help. So thank you so much for watching. If you are on the sober path, keep on going. If you're thinking about starting, just start, and I'll see you soon. Bye.